What's going on, fight fans? What's going on? It's the homie, main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Yo, it's Sunday night, June 9th, 2019. So y'all know what that mean. It's our time now. You know what I'm saying? Had coming off an interesting weekend of boxing. Some news been broke. Some things are out there. So, of course, y'all know we going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We've seen some things going on this weekend. We seen Gennady Golovkin finally come up out of his slumber. Ain't seen him in a minute. Finally emerges to stop Steve Rose. We've seen my man Zab Zuda. Man, Zab Zuda took a stoppage this weekend. Man, they said he was hospitalized. There were rumors going around about him being in a coma and the whole nine. And man, you know, it's time for Zab to hang it up, man. It's time for Zab to hang it up. He took a hard knockout this over the weekend, man. And I think this should be hopefully the last fight that we see come from Zab Zuda, man. Zab will understand, man. If Father Time catches up with everybody, man. Hey, yo, let me make sure this audio is clear. Yeah, we good, man. Yeah, man, Zab got to understand, man. It's time to call it quits, man. I said it before and I said it again, man. Chop Corley. Chop Corley want that smoke with Zab Zuda, man. He been wanting this since their fight since back in the day. I know this for sure. I know this personally. Chop Corley will accept the fight with Zab Zuda in a heartbeat, man. Both men well past their primes, well past their fighting careers. But shit, Chop say he'll give Zab some smoke if Zab, you know, what's good. Last we heard on the street, man, was that Zab told Chop to get the money together and he'll make it happen. Well, look, man, Chop want that fight, man. Chop been fighting a lot of on the low. Yeah, I know he old. Yeah, they shouldn't be fighting. But, yo, man, Chop want that fight. He been wanting that since back in the day, since him and Zab had their fight. So why not make it happen? You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I got Brother Reality up in the building. What's up with you, man? Watch him. Akbar in the building. What's good? What's goody? Smitty Smith in the building. What's up, man? In the house. What's up with you, man? What's going on, man? We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man, and I can't wait to get to it, man. But yeah, man, Zab Zuda, man, hopefully this is the last time we seen him, man. Hopefully he done after this. Zab need to hang him up, man. It's bad. I hate to see stuff like that, man. Real shit. But anyway, man, so look here, man. Y'all see the title of the video today, man. We're going to talk Hooker Ramirez. We're going to talk Gennady Golovkin and Canelo 2, man. I'm looking forward to the situation right here. First and foremost, man, I want to give a special hats off, man. Hats off to DAZN and ESPN for coming together, ladies and gentlemen, on a huge, monumental fight, man. This ain't no small water under the bridge type fight. This is a major unification fight going down at the 140-pound division. Man, we got Jose Ramirez, the WBC champion, now going up against Maurice Hooker, the WBO champion, going down July 27th, College Park Center in Arlington, Texas, going down in the backyard of Maurice Hooker. So Eddie Hearn was able to close that deal for his fighter and also get his fighter a unification fight in his own backyard, man. This is going to be humongous, man. The reason that this fight is so monumental is for obvious reasons, man. This is a unification fight. This also brings us like one step closer, man, to possibly an undisputed 140-pound fighter champion. You know what I mean? Because if the winner of this fight could go up against the winner of the World Boxing Super Series, which is Josh Taylor versus Regis Prograis, if they can make it happen, no polished shit, no politics, they make it come together, guess what, man? We got us an undisputed 140-pound champion, man, if it all, you know, comes together like that, man. But at the end of the day, man, this particular fight right here, one of the top 5 fights that has been announced this year, in my opinion. You got 2 undefeated, young, in prime fighters right here, man. No network politics impeded this fight. According to Eddie Hearn is basically giving it up to ESPN because they know that ESPN and DAZN is in fight for the exact same subscriber. I've been saying it, and I've been saying it. They are in fighting for the exact same subscriber. And so for them 2 networks to do a fight this monumental on this level, for them to do a cross promotion like this, man, god damn, son. Hey, I'm thinking this is nothing but good stuff, man. Real talk. So what you got here, it seems as if that ESPN and DAZN are just swapping fighters back and forth. Eddie Hearn is praising ESPN, saying that, look, man, We sent them fighters, you know what I mean, with no problems. And now they sending us a fighter because this fight is going down on DAZN. So ESPN is allowing their WBC champion to go on another network, you know what I mean? And for a major unification fight to go down. Man, that's nothing but good talk right there. You know what I'm saying? So in this particular case, right, Eddie Hearn is, to me, he looking good because Eddie Hearn has been showing me, man, look, he getting his fighters these opportunities. One thing you can say about Eddie, man, I'm looking at what he did for Daniel Jacobs, and he got him that Canelo fight. I'm looking at what he did for Demetrius Andrade, made him a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Maurice Hooker got him a unification fight in his own backyard from a fighter from another rival network. Eddie get the deal for a lot of his fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Tevin Farmer busy. The list goes on and on. Got to give him props on that. I got to give props what props is due. You know what I'm saying? Ruben Salinas Jr. in the building. Got my man Lewis Coleman in the building. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So I got to give him props for that, Joe. You know, if it's one thing you got to give him, you got to give him props for that. But yeah, man, he's praising his fight. He's saying that basically early in the year, they sent over fighters to ESPN when they sent over Anthony Crolla over to fight Vasyl Lomachenko on ESPN. And also when they're sending over Luke Campbell, who's supposed to face Vasyl Lomachenko sometime this year. So those are two Matchroom fighters from DAZN that they're sending over to ESPN. And ESPN is now returning the favor by sending over Jose Ramirez over to DAZN to make it happen with Maurice Hooker, man. This cool, man. Boxing Scene has Eddie Hearn in quotes, and he's saying, and I quote, "It's groundbreaking for business that Matchroom and Top Rank is sending a fighter to DAZN, and we're sending a fighter to ESPN. And the same with PBC. It hasn't happened yet, but in time, I'm sure it will. So great news for the fans because it is, for me, one of the fights of the year. Brilliant fight for the division. Great fight stylistically, and we want to keep creating sort of key moments every month for DAZN," end quote. Now, let me stop right there. First off, with this particular quote, as you can see, he praising ESPN, saying, yeah, we swapping fighters. But I don't like the fact that he kind of ventured off a little bit and said, you know, basically, hopefully PBC going to come around. Because I don't know if Eddie Hearn just got like some sort of, you know, amnesia or something, but your main man, Anthony Joshua, just lost to a PBC fighter. Your main man, Anthony Joshua, just recently lost to a PBC. How the hell you forget that? How you forget that? So how you going to take a shot at PBC in this particular quote when your man just got beat by a PBC fighter? So they just sent over a fighter. Maybe not the fighter we wanted to see, but still a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So he goes on to say is, well, I'm trying to change the perception of boxing a little bit. The things that fans hate is network politics, the promoter politics. So we're trying to go the same way to make that happen. For the Crolla-Lomachenko fight, there was a purse bid where we almost said we could have bid for the fight, you know, but put it on DAZN. But okay, you made us a good deal. We don't want to be a problem. Now, the same with Luke Campbell against Lomachenko, probably a fight that end up on ESPN. This is an opportunity where I said, okay, here's a monster offer for Jose Ramirez. And they were like, okay, we've done some on yours, ESPN, and I would like to do this on DAZN, end quote. See, the reason this is monumental, man. We get so caught up in network politics and why this fighter can't go over and fight this fighter and that fighter can't go over and fight this fighter. The fighters may want it. But these networks, man, they always getting in the way. These cross promotions are always like a problem to do a lot of cases, you know what I mean? Especially for the big fights, especially for the top level fights. So for us to see a unification between the WBC and the WBO champion go down from cross networks, cross promotion, from rival, you know, networks. Yo, this is big shit for boxing, man. This is big, man, in my opinion. So I think this is, I do nothing but salute this fight, other than for just for the unification and getting one step closer to an undisputed champion. I salute this fight on the strength of just this thing showing the networks working on the elite level like this, man. So yeah, man. So this is all good news, man. But this is going to be a contested fight, a heavily contested fight, man. You got two young undefeated fighters in this fight right here. You got Hooker, man, coming off his last 4 fight opponents were undefeated. Maurice Hooker is coming into this fight with the win at his back, taking on 4 straight undefeated fighters with Jose Ramirez being the fifth, and he beating them all. Man, Maurice Hooker ain't playing, son. He ain't playing. You hear me? I like this kid, man. I like this kid, Joe. 5'11", 80-inch reach. 80-inch reach. Man, Slim, he's a phenom at the weight class because that is unheard of at the 140-pound division. Unheard of. This dude is coming up in this thing with an 80-inch reach, and he going to need all 80 of them inches. You know, we're going to see how he work it, but Jose Ramirez is coming into this thing. He has a long reach himself, 72-inch reach, standing at what, 5'10", with Maurice Hooker standing at 5'11". So they're about almost the same height, but Maurice Hooker got that edge in reach. Yo, this is going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Jose Ramirez now training with Robert Garcia, used to be training with Freddie Roach, but now he's alluding to in recent interviews by him being in the camp with Robert Garcia. This allows him to, you know, spar the likes of, say, like a Mikey Garcia. He's already well on record being known to be sparring Virgil Ortiz. Yo, this dude, Jose Ramirez, man, say he's getting sharp up in the gym with Robert Garcia. You know, though Freddie Roach guided him to his WBC championship, he was with Freddie Roach when he won it. You know what I mean? It's now he seems to be comfortable with Robert Garcia. I think it's a thing that he just feel comfortable in his own community. Now, I'm just keeping a buck with you. When you listen to him talk, it's like he's saying it more on the reason that he made the switch was because basically he comfortable with his own community, own people type shit. You know what I mean? So that's how he's saying it. I mean, that's from what I'm hearing. That's what it sounds like he's saying. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I got the homie Ray Bans 805 in the building. What's up, fam? We talking boxing, man. What's up, chat? What's up, main man? All day. All day. So, yeah, man. Yo, Jose Ramirez over in Robert Garcia's gym. He's getting shot. Got new tutelage. He likes to be with his people. He says he's iron sharp as iron. He's up in there with Mikey Garcia and them. So we'll see what he brings to this particular fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, Maurice Hooker, long reach, 80-inch reach. Fights well on the outside. Very good jab. Very good straight right hand. A lot of heart, a lot of dog. You know what I'm saying? Defense is, it's okay. Gets out punched on the inside a lot for me, and I think that's his Achilles heel. Whenever a fighter gets to the inside of Maurice Hooker, given that he has those 80-inch reach long arms, he always kind of get beat up on the inside from what I see. You know what I mean? He also gets caught on the ropes a little too much for my liking, and those two things right there can be a problem for him going up against Jose Ramirez. I'm telling you, man, Maurice Hooker fights hella good on the outside, paces himself well. You know, doesn't got the fastest hands, but he does got good bursts, and he loves to. Whenever he feel like I think he's getting outpointed, he's like he likes to bust into these random flurries, fast hand flurries. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He got good bursts. Got good bursts. Fights very good on the outside. That throws a hell of a lead right hand too. Hell of a lead right hand. But whenever a fighter just kind of weaves around him and makes it to the inside, they outwork him and they outpunch him. How would that pose against Jose Ramirez? Now, in my opinion, Jose Ramirez fights very well on the inside, throws a hell of a lot of punches, throws some good body shots, comes forward when he can't sustain outside fighting. So it's like, to me, everybody sees him as a come forward guy, but he comes forward whenever his outside boxing ability ain't coming in too good, because he doesn't have the best head movement. He doesn't have the best upper body movement. You know what I'm saying? He prefers to block rather than move. So when he gets to the inside, to me, he lets his hands fly, throws good body shots, and he unleashes a lot of terror on the inside. And for a dude with a 72-inch reach, he can box on the outside, just can't sustain it. And he always starts to find his way to the inside. But he gets hit a lot, chooses to block instead of move, and he got real slow head movement. Those are the things that I think that Maurice Hooker can capitalize off. It's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a real good fight. Both of these fighters bring one hell of a pedigree. They are both undefeated. Yeah, Maurice Hooker got 3 draws, but they're both undefeated, though. Neither man has been defeated. And both men are considered in the top 5 of their weight class. We need to salute this fight fans. I mean, salute this fight. This fight is worthy of salute. Cross networks, cross promotion, world champion, unification, one step closer to undisputed. Man, shit, man. And this is exactly the reason why I said that I wanted to see Mikey Garcia come back to the 140-pound division for this particular reason, because the division is boiling hot, man. It's hot. The division is on fire. This ain't even counting what's going on in the World Boxing Super Series. Mikey Garcia got more than enough smoke down at 140 pounds for him. Yeah, I hear they talking about Mikey Garcia versus Danny Garcia. I already heard the talk. I heard it. But my deal is, yo, man, it's so much smoke at 140. If Mikey loses to Danny Garcia, everybody gonna be saying, oh, he should go back to 140. He should have gone back to 140. He should have never came back to 147. That's gonna be the excuse. That's gonna be the excuse. So yeah, I mean, the Danny Garcia fight is cool, but I honestly would prefer to see Mikey campaign at 140 and mix it up with all these cats. It's so much smoke down there, son. It's so much smoke. Smoke galore. You know what I mean? Smoke galore. So this is going to be a hell of a fight, man. This is going to be a hell of a fight. Both men can capitalize off each man's weakness. It serves to their strong point. You know, each man's weakness serves to the other fighter's strong point. So both men can capitalize. Both men can capitalize. If Jose Ramirez gets on the inside, he capitalizes. You know what I'm saying? If Maurice Hooker can successfully constantly land those straight leadoff right hands that he like to throw, with Jose Ramirez trying to make it to the inside, he can capitalize. And this is capitalizing off of Jose Ramirez's poor head movement. It works good. It works good, though. Sheldon Holmes in the building. What up, though? What up with you? What up with you? I think it's all good, man. Well, like I said before, hats off to Eddie Hearn, man, for getting this put in the backyard of Maurice Hooker. Maurice Hooker made the right move. A lot of people was questioning the move for Maurice Hooker to Matchroom Boxing. Over to the UK, huh? What's up with that? You know, a lot of people didn't figure it out, but look at that. Look at this now, man. This was the best move for his career. This man has a unification fight. Unification in his own backyard. Talk about the, and of course, it's said that the zone, you know, is paying a hefty amount of money for Ramirez to come on over. That's the mutual respect between ESPN and the zone right there. Money. Money. If I'm gonna send my fighter on over there to your network, guess what? You're gonna break bread and break bread heavy. That's the connection. That's the connection. So this is nothing but, like I said before, this is nothing but good news. I think we're good enough on this right here, man. I think this is astounding. I just hope that this example keeps on going throughout the boxing. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna move to the next subject. You dig? Triple G has now stopped Steve Rose in the 4th round. Triple G had his head snapped back a couple times, though. Ain't gonna see him act like Triple G just kind of, you know, breezed through that fight. Looked like what Kell Brook did to Triple G. My man head went back, you know, he had that little look on his face like Ricky Hatton used to have. Yeah, man. Got his head snapped back real good in that 2nd round. But however, he stops Steve Rose in the 4th round, something that we all expected. Nothing to see here. Everybody expected this. It's whatever. Steve Rose, good effort. You put in, you tried your best, man. It's just there's levels to this boxing game, and you ain't it. It is what it is. But however, now Gennady Golovkin ripping and running around to any camera that would listen, telling everybody and their mamas, yo, man, I'm ready for Canelo Alvarez in September. It seems as if they Oscar De La Hoya is out telling the public, like, hold up, man, we might just have to make this dude wait. It ain't nothing guaranteed here. You know what I'm saying? First off, he was letting it go early and letting it be known early that Canelo Alvarez is the A side. I remember seeing Oscar De La Hoya on TMZ, and he's letting everybody know. Oscar De La Hoya, is letting everybody know that Saul Canelo Alvarez is the A side to go in there against Gennady Golovkin, as if we need to know. Oscar De La Hoya told TMZ, we'll make him wait. We'll see. He's the B fighter now, and Canelo's the A fighter. Okay, that's something that we all knew. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? But he's also saying that basically he wants Gennady Golovkin to go and fight a real fighter. He's alluding to the fact how basically they want Gennady Golovkin to go and fight Demetrius Andrade for the WBO title If you can beat Demetrius Andrade, then you get a fight with Canelo Alvarez for total undisputed middleweight champion. All belts involved. I think it makes sense. I personally think it makes sense. Some of y'all out there believe that Gennady Golovkin has the right to just skip on back into a rematch with Canelo Alvarez, though he did not win in 2 fights. He ain't won in 2 fights. He ain't got to do nothing to get back to the cash cow. I don't know, man. I don't know if Oscar bluffing in this situation. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because if the zone is going to put the pressure on Golden Boy and on Golden Boy on Triple G to make this fight, then it is what it is. Because they can act like, oh, I'm your boss. And because I see the tweet out today by Oscar basically saying hashtag Canelo is your boss. And, you know, basically alluding to the fact maybe we'll make you wait. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the zone is all a boss. So if the zone want the damn fight with both of y'all umbrellas under their network, they going to get the damn fight. The question is, how much is the zone stepping in and they making this thing happen? You know what I'm saying? Sheldon Holmes says Triple G, the great tomato can killer. Damn. Lion Boss says Triple G went back into his old ways after Rose and had some success in the second round. You know, the thing was with that, man, is that Golovkin, I don't know what he got trained different by this dude Banks. I look like the same old Golovkin to me. Same old Abel Sanchez version of Gennady Golovkin. Walking in, coming forward, little head movement, little defense, take punches, gives out more punishment than he can take in. Same old Triple G. So clearly, I mean, look, if you got any wonderings and the reason that he got rid of Abel Sanchez, well, guess what? It wasn't over game plan. It wasn't over him making me a better fighter or a worse fighter. It had definitely to do with money, without a doubt. Because he's the same old Gennady Golovkin. Steve Rose had his minor successes in that fight, basically because Gennady Golovkin, damn near, it almost seemed to me like he let him hit him. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I could take this guy's punches. I could just eat his punches. I'm going to walk on through him and just give him punishment. Rose got caught up pretty bad in them exchanges. Got caught up on the rope, ate a left hook, and it was lights out in the 4th round. I don't see no difference, man. Y'all tell me what the difference in Gennady Golovkin. Do y'all see any difference with this dude Banks? I don't see it, man. You know? Joe 56984 says they need to make the undisputed fight with Canelo. So, you know, that's the thing about Canelo in this whole situation. Canelo got options, cuz. Canelo can do whatever he want. If he want to go up and weighs the WBA regular champion and go on against Callum Smith, where Callum Smith is a matchroom fighter, so the politics lined up, no problem. If he want to go after Demetrius Andrade himself and say, Triple G, we cutting you out of the whole equation. We cutting you out of the whole equation. You ain't got nothing to do with this. I'll go after Undisputed myself. He could do that too. But the only thing with that is, I don't think it'd be a big money thing. And the zone want to at least make some profit off this. I mean, they can't profit. I mean, Canelo versus Andrade, undisputed middleweight champion. Yeah, it's a big fight. Don't get me wrong. It's a big fight. But I mean, at the end of the day, the big fight, the money fight is Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo Alvarez 3. No matter how much we kind of look down on that and say Gennady Golovkin got to earn his way back, it's still a big money fight. And the zone know this. The zone know this. So I just don't know at this point, you know, if the zone will allow it to kind of go over. But the fact is, man, look, Canelo got options, man. He got options. He could do that. He could do this. You know, I don't think that the zone will find it, you know, in their best interest if they allow Canelo to face Demetrius Andrade. I just don't see that happening whatsoever. You know what I mean? Let's see what y'all talking about. Triple G gave up on all that slipping, and when Steve Han Rose clocked him a few times. Yeah, man. Yeah, he clocked him good. Had his head snapping all the way back. Lion Boss says Triple G's sand timer is running out of sand. He is 37 and wants to make as much money as he can before calling it a day. See, and that's the thing. You know, he signed a 6-fight, 3-year deal with DAZN. 6-fight, 3-year deal. Worth to be up in the 9-figures territory. My thing is, man, they know that you ain't going nowhere no time soon, Golovkin. They know you going to be here. They know you right here. So guess what? We can make you wait a couple fights. Now, we just learned last weekend how over-marination can go wrong, right? We just learned it with Andy Ruiz and AJ. That's the perfect example. We just learned it with Hurd and J-Rock. So the question is, how much marination do they want to do with Triple G at 37 years old? I mean, making him risk facing the top at 37 years old. Andre might got a shot. I'm just saying. But the fact still remains, I'm still condoning Gennady Golovkin needs to do something to earn that title shot. You ain't win. I would prefer to see him go through Andre. I would like to see Canelo Alvarez, me honestly, take a tune-up or either go after the Callum Smith title. But allow Gennady Golovkin to go after that WBO, and let's see if he takes it. And let's remember, Gennady Golovkin is rated high in the WBO. You know what I'm talking about? So come on, man. Let's see what he do. I think he needs to earn the shot. And if he can't get it, fuck it. It goes to Demetrius Andre, and then Jamal Charlo gets the win of all that shit. You did. Let's not act like Jamal Charlo ain't right there. Gennady Golovkin can take that fight. That fight is always right there. Let's not forget Jamal Charlo is still at 160 pounds. You know what I'm saying? All day. Sheldon Holmes says, I believe Andre could outpoint Triple G. Hey, man, I think it's a possibility. It's a high possibility. I mean, looking at what I seen in the Steve Rose fight recently, I don't know. Triple G still getting touched. He's still getting touched. And it also seemed like to me that he ain't too comfortable with movement. Demetrius Andre gonna get up in that thing and move, use his length, use his jab. Triple G gonna have to cut the ring off. Triple G gonna have to be the best version of Triple G to beat Demetrius Andre, I believe, stylistically. So I don't know. That's a fight that Andre been calling for. That's his fight that Canelo wants to make happen. The fight fans will support that fight. I think it's a noble fight. And on top of that, if Gennady Golovkin is successful, it makes the Canelo 3 fight even bigger. Canelo can find something to do for Mexican Independence Week coming up in September. He can find something to do. But he would love to go for a total undisputed middleweight champion next Cinco de Mayo. That's for damn sure. Let's see. Big Faces Worldwide. Oscar got because Triple G told him that he is a partner with the Zone, and Oscar and Canelo are workers. Big boy talk all day. I seen that, man. Oscar tell us so Canelo is your boss. Hashtag Canelo is your boss. That's because that was in response to Gennady Golovkin making it be known that, y'all work for the Zone. I'm a partner with the Zone. Yeah, because Gennady Golovkin got the hookup when it came to the Zone, man. His deal is beautiful. 6 fights, 3 years, 9-figure territory, stock options, and all that other jazz. And it'll be an ambassador of the Zone and all this. Oh, he got the whole VIP hookup. Not to mention he get a chance to start his own promotional company. He is the boss now. This was enabled him to kick Abel Sanchez ass to the curb and to let Tom Loeffler let it be known, I'm your boss. I'm not rolling with your promotional outfit no more. You can either come work for me, take what I pay you, or you can get lost. Tom Loeffler obliged. Now Tom Loeffler is running GGG Promotions. Bullshit, son. Bullshit, man. Valkyrie says, and I believe Andre style can beat Canelo. You think he can beat Canelo? Andre got an interesting style, man. He's long. Like I said, he's a mover. He's fundamentally sound. He can do a lot of good things in that ring. And we've all heard the sparring stories when it comes to Demetrius Andre. He's like the sparring legend. Everybody says, you know what I mean. So yeah, man. Look, man, we give Andre a lot of shit because he ain't fought nobody at the weight class. He got this upcoming fight with Sulecki. That's gonna be an interesting fight. Sulecki can push Andre. I'm not sure how good Sulecki will be in this fight, given he coming off injuries. But it's still a good fight that can push Andre. Andre has had opportunities in the past to step up, but he chose not to. He said he wanted to get used to the weight class. He needed more muscle. Well, he's looking like he feels in the weight class good. He's looking confident. He's looking solid. I always told people Andre is in a position where he ain't had to do shit. Undisputed just going to fall in his lap because he got the last remaining piece. Ain't that something? Lion Boss says Andre is out here trying to be Richard Pryor to boost his name, but is looking like a clown. He has a belt, but it's being overlooked. Nah, man, can't overlook him. Can't overlook him. Demetrius Andrade played his hand, man. I got to give it to him, Joe. He ain't fought nobody at the class, not even for his world title. He ain't fought nobody. Yeah, still, this dude about to possibly have a chance at undisputed. Andre played his hand. He was like the little church mouse, like, I'm just tucked away in the corner. Don't mind me. Just let me take the WBO title. I'm gonna hide on over here. Y'all do what y'all do. Daniel Jacobs, you go ahead and fight Canelo. Y'all go fight Charlo. All y'all go mix it up. And when all the belts get all scattered up, y'all come and see me for this last one. He played his hand smart, man. Played his hand smart as hell. I still wonder what have happened with Billy Joe Saunders, man. Real talk. Sheldon Holmes says Canelo Triple G could do 350,000 on pay-per-view right now, but the zone got them. Yeah, man. Don't matter what the pay-per-view is going to do. I think the pay-per-views would have been off the hook. Off the hook. Damn, the zone leaving a lot of money on the table, man. I got to give it to them, man. Like, they leaving a lot. But see, they so invested into the Spanish fan base, man. That's where they going, Joe. And that's the reason why I think they really wanted that Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez fight on the zone. They are heavily invested in that fan base right now. Heavily invested. They think they are the key to them hitting them numbers that they want to hit here in America. They are betting on the Hispanics, the Mexicans to buy into their fighters. Because look at it. They paid that money to have Jose Ramirez come on over there to the zone, right? They gave Canelo the bag. They gave Canelo the house. You know what I'm saying? Man, they heavily invested. They are heavily invested. Let's see. Valkyrie says Triple G isn't on the zone to fight Andre. No one on the street even knows he's a champion. Exactly, because he's been on the low ski, Joe. He been stashed away so long. Nobody don't know who Andrade is. He don't. But Andrade is about to get the ultimate hookup, an opportunity for total undisputed middleweight champion. And he ain't fought no damn body. He ain't done nothing. We thought we was going to see something in the Billy Joe Saunders fight, but never happened. Damn. Talk about the man, lucky, Joe. Lucky, man. Joe 59684 says Triple G trashed Abel Sanchez again. Yeah, man. I mean, Abel need to keep Triple G name out his mouth, man. It's a wrap for you, Abel. Go ahead and manage your gym up in Big Bear, whatever you got going on, man. Just leave it alone. I even seen one interview where Triple G was just like, yo, man, they just talking shit from their side, and all this stuff that's out in the public. They know what it is. They know what it is. Triple G be talking like he just, hey, you know what, man? He be giving them short answers like he's so thorough. You did. He be faking, man. Like, I be listening to Triple G. They be saying, like, yo, do you think you're going to get the Canelo fight next? Like, do you think you deserve it? You don't have no belts. And he's just like, forget the belts. I don't care about the belts. Nobody can. He knows what's up. He know. Look, make the fight. Make the fight. It's like, forget everything. Canelo knows who he been talking to behind closed doors. He know that the fight can be going down. Just make the damn fight sooner than later. That's how Triple G be talking. I don't know, man. I could be wrong, man. But it's like he be talking like he just can. He's so thorough, like he just runs shit. You know what I'm saying? Smitty Smith says, I'm thinking this is it for Triple G. It's one. You gotta also wonder, would the zone put Gennady Golovkin in there with Canelo so early, and he got a 6-fight deal? This is what, fight 1? So he got 5 fights to go. Would they risk taking a lot of allure off Gennady Golovkin if he loses to Canelo Alvarez in this next fight? Or would they risk it with Canelo so early in his deal? Maybe that's the reason that Oscar feel like he got so much leeway to talk about how he's going to make Gennady Golovkin wait, and Gennady Golovkin is going to have to wait, and this, that, and the third. I don't know. Let me see, man. We got some quotes here I want to read because yeah, man, they out here talking shit, man. It says De La Hoya has a quote on Boxing Scene, and he says, and I quote, "Nice comeback win. Nice fight. Fight a real fighter. Win a belt, and I'll consider doing the third fight. Hashtag Canelo is your boss." You see what I'm saying? They keep making these illusions that they want him to go after the Andre title, but I mean, we just don't know, man. We just don't know. According to Gennady Golovkin, he says, and I quote, "He talks too much. He back talks. I'm not thinking about what Oscar said. I'm not really interested in what Oscar is doing, what Oscar is saying. I'm not really interested at all. End quote. See, when I hear Gennady Golovkin talk like that, I don't care what Oscar talking about. I'm not interested. When you hear him talk like that, it's almost as if like, yo, we've already talked to the suits. We already know what's up. I don't care what you got to say. Just sign on the goddamn dotted line. That's how he coming off. That's funny, man. I don't know, man. But like I said, man, I don't know. Looking at Oscar, they still standing on this point of basically saying that, look, you know, hey, we want you to fight somebody else. Go after Demetrius Andrade. Go after the WBO title, and we'll meet you back for Undisputed if you can beat Andrade. That's seemingly Golden Boy's position. Now, Oscar's also alluding to the fact that he got to go meet with Canelo Alvarez and see what Canelo wants to do. But at the end of the day, that's Golden Boy's position. Triple G's position, I want the fight now. DAZN's position is unknown. Basically, the fight will happen when DAZN wants the fight to happen at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Shoulder Home says Andrade is a clown. Damn. Yeah, man, he be always on joke time, man. You know Andrade, man. He always on some joke time shit. He ducked Charlo. I ain't like how Andrade carried the Charlo situation, man. It's like, you know, he talk all this shit about the Charlos, and then when he never wants to try to make a fight with the Charlos. I never understood that. Smitty Smith thinking it's going to fit down to Jamal Charlo and Canelo. Speaking of Jamal Charlo, where in the hell is Jamal Charlo? Jamal Charlo got an upcoming fight with Brandon Adams, the winner of the Contender. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Jamal Charlo been quiet, man. He just had his face off, about a week or so ago. You know what I'm saying? So he got an upcoming fight. We don't know much about it. It's supposed to be going down, in Texas, right? So, I mean, you know, he got an upcoming fight coming. But, yeah, man, I hope Jamal Charlo can get in the mix. At the end of the day, with all of these middleweights at the division, you know what I'm saying? I hope somebody, maybe even the sanctioning body, get involved. Order a fight for Jamal Charlo. WBC supposed to put the foot down on their order. They never did it. Jamal Charlo gets left out, and everybody says, yeah, he should go over to DAZN because that's where all the fighters are. But at the end of the day, also, if the sanctioning body just do their job and enforce their orders, saying that Jamal Charlo is ordered to fight Gennady Golovkin, that Gennady Golovkin doing what the hell he want to do. Jamal Charlo is supposed to be the mandatory to the WBC title, yet no one is telling Canelo he got to fight Jamal Charlo. So, yeah, he may need to go over to the other networks, but also if the sanctioning body just do what the hell they supposed to do, then Jamal Charlo can actually get in the mix. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Line Boss says Canelo is young, 27, 28, but remember he went pro at 15. He may actually be old in boxing years. Man, look, man, he is actually old, I think. I mean, look, you see Canelo breaking down, man. He got the little knee brace on. I'm honestly shocked that Canelo is even coming back to fight in September. I thought he would probably sit it out. Maybe get his knee looked at, maybe give his knee a little more time to rehab itself. But I'm honestly shocked that he's coming back in September. Because that fight against Daniel Jacobs, man, clearly he had damn near one leg, bro. Go back and watch that fight. That leg with that brace on it wasn't moving. And I'm shocked he's coming back so soon. So hopefully maybe his knee, but Canelo breaking down. Look at him, 27, 28, got knee issues going on. I'm sure he got a lot of other issues going on. A lot of wear and tear on Canelo, man. A lot of wear and tear. We truly don't know how many fights he actually had in Mexico before he came here. So I don't know. A lot of wear and tear on that dude, Joe. Smitty Smith says, thinking it's going to... Oh, I already read that. Line Boss says, Triple G before the DAZN deal was acting like he forgot how to speak English. Now he's giving short, sharp answers like, psych, I knew you reporters were saying all along, suckers. Yeah, man, you know that, man. They all do. Y'all see that video floating around YouTube with Canelo Alvarez speaking clear English. Who he was talking to? Was it Ryan Garcia or somebody talking clear English? They all speak English. Don't think they live here. Triple G live here. Triple G, live in Santa Monica, California, right? Man, that dude speak clear English, man. They be playing it off, man. Yeah, you know. Oh, you know, we make fight. No, you know, he's nice guy. You know, I don't do, but man, get out of here with that fake ass bullshit. Y'all know they be faking faking like I don't know what. They all know English, Joe. I believe they all do. I'm sorry. I ain't buying it one, but they conveniently don't know English at certain times when certain questions come around. But they know English. Don't fake it. Lion Boss says Triple G before the DAZN deal was acting like he forgot. Oh, I already read that. Sheldon Holmes, main man, made man. Do you think Andre can seize the opportunity if the undisputed unification takes place? I think he has a damn good chance, whether it be Canelo or Gennady Golovkin. I think he got a real good chance. I think he got a real good chance. I mean, stylistically, I think he lines up better with Gennady Golovkin. But I need to see, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And that's one thing maybe I can learn in the Selecki fight that he got coming up. But I really need to see Andre's punch resistance from a true puncher at 160. I need to see that, man. Like, what happens when he really gets touched by a good puncher at the 160-pound division? That's something we still don't know to this day. Given all the time that Andre was lollygagging, and given that the fact that he ain't really fought de la creme, we don't really know. So I'm dying to see what Demetrius Andre's punch resistance looks like at that weight class by an elite puncher. So we know, man. But stylistically, man, I think he matches up very well with Gennady Golovkin. And I think he gives Canelo a run for his money, if not beats him. I think he got a real good shot. I give him a chance in both of those fights, especially since he's probably suffered the less wear and tear of both of them. And that's just being a buck. You know, he might just catch him at the right time, man. Real talk. Might just catch him at the right time. But it's going to be an interesting way of working itself out. Like I said before, man, I think Gennady Golovkin needs to fight for that damn title shot. Gennady Golovkin, man, look, man, you ain't got no belts. No belts. But I got to give him props on his drawing power. They say when he fought the other night against Steve Rose, he drew damn near 13,000. So that's not bad. Against Steve Rose. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I got to give him props on that. But bro, come on, man. You don't get the right to just walk back into a fight after beating Steve Rose, especially when the WBC got an order on top of your head to face Jamal Charlo, especially when you rated in the top 5 of the WBO, so you can actually go on to face Demetrius Andre for the WBO belt. And Demetrius Andre is welcome in the fight. And it's on the same network that you fight on. It's just like, come on, bro. It all lines up perfect. 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 I got the homie Renee Box Young in the building. What's up with you, fam? What's up with you? What's goody, man? Yeah, Triple G looked good Saturday. Yeah, he looked good against Steve Rose, man. I don't deny that, man. He looked great against Steve Rose. Steve Rose need to go back to the drawing board. As for Gennady Golovkin, I want to see him and Andre or him and Charlo. I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that. Let's see what the zone decides. My money, clearly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. And I could be wrong. But I think they skip September. I don't think it happens. I truly don't. I think with Oscar knowing that Gennady Golovkin got 6 fights to make a decision, now 5. 5 fights or 3 years, 2 fights a year, right? So he's fighting twice a year. Gennady Golovkin will fight again this year. So, I mean, I think Oscar knowing that there's so much time left on the clock, they ain't in no hurry. They ain't not in no hurry. Especially if until they let it be known in Gennady Golovkin's brain that you are B-side and we paying you far different than we did in the first fight. Because Canelo now has belts. Canelo now has all of these belts, something he didn't have in the first time around. I think Oscar knows that. Valkyrie says it'd be funny if Jacobs faces Charlo before Triple G and Andre. Yeah, man. That'd be hey, man, what's up with that? What's up with that? Jacobs pulled up. We gave Jacobs credit for pulling up. Pull up on Charlo now. Pull up on Charlo now. All right, we got a lot of confident signs because we just recently seen Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman make a huge fight with Andy Ruiz and AJ, right? So guess what? Maybe they'll make this happen. Pull up. What's up, Daniel Jacobs? See, I ain't forgot about that. A lot of people forgot about that. And we let Daniel Jacobs off the hook for that shit. I'm getting M's. I'm getting M's. All right, you got your M's. You had your world title. You lost your belt. Now you're talking about going up to 168. Only reason you're thinking about going to 68 is because of the possible fight with Callum Smith. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Even though Daniel Jacobs, I think, fits good at 68. I like to see him mix it up with the Caleb Plants and all that. You know, he got a good working relationship with Al Heyman. And that's another crazy part about it. Daniel Jacobs actually has a great working relationship with Al Heyman. He's a former PBC fighter himself. So if he called up Al to see if he can work up something with Al himself to make the Charlo fight, it can happen. Man, Daniel Jacobs bullshit. Y'all can act like Daniel Jacobs bullshitting. He pulled up and we said, oh, Jacobs was being a grown man. He put that grown man G-check up on Jamal. We was all ragging on Jamal. Like, damn, Jamal kind of fell back. His body language looked a little different. And man, we was picking apart Jamal for that. And now Daniel Jacobs about to get low without even mentioning Jamal Charlo? For real? Man, go ahead, Joe. Where they do that at, man? Where they do that at, man? Well, I ain't rocking with that, man. Tell Daniel Jacobs to take him and his turtleneck, all right, up to 168 pounds, and it is what it is. Turtleneck your way up to that weight class, man. You took the L and you just forgot all about Jamal Charlo. Just forgot all about him. You pulled up. You want credit for the pull-up. Oh, man, I'm not, you know what? From here on out, man, I ain't even talking about that no more. I promise y'all, I'm not even talking about that pull-up no more because it meant nothing. It meant nothing. It meant nothing. It literally meant nothing. Daniel Jacobs has done jack shit to Jamal Charlo since. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. All right, Smitty Smith says Andrade is a wild card. Yeah, he is. He's a wild card all day. All day. Joe 56984. Jacobs talking about moving up to 68. Yeah, that's crazy. He's talking about going to 68. Even if there's no belt involved in the Charlo fight. The fact that you pulled up and kicked up all that dust. The fact that you made all that noise about it. Like you really was going to make some moves about that. And you did nothing. And you acting like today it don't even exist. When he took the loss to Canelo, we didn't hear in the post-fight press conference Daniel Jacobs talking about some, well, you know, Charlo is still out there, and maybe, you know, given that we got our rivalry, maybe we can kind of settle that. Like, you ain't hear no talk like that. You ain't even hear him mention Charlo. Duck Jacobs, man. He's a ducker, man. He ducked Charlo, Slim. At this point, it's official. It's official. If Jacobs leaves this weight class and don't face Jamal Charlo, he officially ducked Jamal Charlo. Let it be known from here on out, he officially ducked Jamal Charlo all day. All day. Lion Boss says Jacobs' motivation in boxing was to be a star and to make M's. I think respect and titles are secondary to Jacobs all day. I agree with that, Lion Boss. I agree. I mean, that's what he told Charlo. I'm getting M's, son. I'm getting M's. I'm getting M's. Charlo was like, man, look, man, I dropped my opponent. You drop yours. What's up? Man, I'm getting M's. I'm getting M's, son. You're right, man. Jacob's all about the fame. He all about the glitz, the glamour, the turtlenecks, and the activator. That's Daniel Jacobs in a nutshell. Hollywood. All right, Valkyrie says, how do you pull up and not activate it? I don't know, man. I don't even know where they do that at, son. That's what I don't understand. You pull up and you enjoyed all that fanfare that came from that. Even me, I was up on here like, damn, son, he pulled up and he put that gorilla press on Charlo. Charlo standing up in the corner, you know, like a little kid on punishment. That's what I thought. And then after viewing it a couple times and knowing what we know now, I got a whole different view on that situation. I'm listening to what Charlo was telling him. I'll drop my opponent. You drop yours. We can make this happen. You already know how I get down, what it is. He wasn't saying it as thorough as we all liked. He wasn't saying it with the, you know, with that street like we all used to seeing from the rah-rah Charlos. He wasn't giving it all that. That's what made us go like, hold up, man. It's like Jacobs put the humble up in him or something, put the pause in him. But now here we are after the fact, down the line. And we can clearly see Jacobs wanted no smoke. He wanted no smoke. And he ducked Jamal Charlo. And I don't know how much, you know, man, Anybody who hear this, fight fans, I don't think we should let him off the hook for this, man. We shouldn't let him off the hook for this. Nah. We ain't gonna let him off the hook for this. I'm not letting Jacobs off the hook for this. And when Jacobs has his next fight, I will be bringing this up. You are a Charlo ducker. You ducked and ran and skipped the whole fucking weight class after you supposedly pulled up. I ain't letting this go, cuz. Trust and believe I will remember. I will remember. Lion Boss says Jacobs be rocking turtlenecks and loafers till the cows come home. His hard days in Brownsville, Brooklyn are behind him. Man, hard days are way behind him, bro. Them days are over. My man be rocking turtlenecks, cufflinks. You know what I mean? He be having the British style little jackets and shit, sitting there with his cup of tea, reading his daily edition of the Wall Street Journal or Digest Weekly or whatever the hell he be reading. Jacobs, man, Jacobs got that money. Jacobs went after the money, period. Jacobs went after the money, period. We all commend his story that he beat cancer and the whole 9 yards, but he went after the money. You know, I've seen videos. Jacobs is happy to be spending that money, and that's what it's all about. It ain't all about glory, honor, legacy for all fighters. And Jacobs lets it be known. It ain't like that for me either. He got that belt and used that belt and leveraged the Canelo fight. That's all he wanted. Now I'm gone. Peace out. I've already got Golovkin. I've already got Canelo. Forget everybody else. Demetrius Andrade is supposedly his buddy. And Charlo, well, I don't know. Jacobs is gone. Jacobs is gone. Smitty Smith says, I dig Jacobs as a man, but Jacobs should have stayed on his own. Yeah, man. I always tell people, man, let's not forget when he got the Gennady Golovkin fight, he still was with Al Heyman. So Al Heyman was already kicking down doors for Jacobs. Jacobs just got low because he's seen more money on the other side or the ability to make more money on the other side. And he got out of there. Man Box Young says, yeah, I think Charlo would give Jacobs real work and shame on Jacobs. Yeah, man. Yeah. Jacobs claims he can't grow into the weight class no more. I ain't believing that. I ain't believing that one bit. You know, what I think with Jacobs is plain and simple. He wants big money fights. He's already drained as much money out of the weight class that he can possibly drain at this point. He's taking out, he's got Canelo and Gennady Golovkin. Ain't got no Gennady Golovkin fight on the horizon no time soon. Though it would have been nice to still see him stay at 160 and would have campaigned for a rematch with Golovkin, given their first fight was so tight. That would have been something fans might would have supported. Who knows? Who knows? But it's like I drained all the money out of the weight class. All the top fighters I can make a bag of money with. Well, got them. Now I'm heading to the next. That's Daniel Jacobs. So we're going to leave it there, man. So, yeah, man. Interesting situation right here that we got with Canelo and Gennady Golovkin. We'll see how it progresses. I hope that Golden Boy Promotions sticks to their guns and sticks to what they raising up and saying that, look, man, you need to go and face somebody else. Go fight Demetrius Andrade and get the WBO title. I hope they stick to their guns. We've already seen the Gennady Golovkin and Canelo fight twice. So we're not as hungry for it, especially after that last performance back in Gennady Golovkin. Claiming that he's going to come in there Mexican style, claiming that he was going to fight balls to the wall and the whole 9 yards. And he let Canelo basically bring the noise to him. So a lot of us fight fans are kind of over it. I ain't going to say over it, but we ain't tripping. If you want to go do something else, Gennady Golovkin, we cool with that. If you want to go after Andrade, we cool with that. Trust us. And I think Golden Boy and Canelo knows this. We'll see what the zone wants, though. And I'm going to leave it there. So, yo, y'all keep on checking me out, man. You know what I'm saying? Every Sunday, every Wednesday, we talking boxing here on Main Man Made Man's Boxing, where I get up with y'all off the live. You know what I'm saying? Whether rain, sleet, or snow, Sunday and Wednesday, I'm up in the building all day. So check out the upcoming videos that we'll be letting out all week, man. We got a lot to talk about coming out throughout the week. Some interesting news is being broke from what I've already heard. So I'll just leave it there, and I'll be dropping some vids throughout the week. And the next time I see y'all, it'll probably be Wednesday, man. It'll be Wednesday. So we'll see how it goes, man. If you didn't hit the thumbs up for me on the way in, hit it on the way out. And yeah, man, I appreciate all the love and support, everybody that rock with me tonight. Get ready to take on the work week, man. It's going to be a fast one. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a fast week. The weather going to be nice this week. Before you know it, the weekend will be here before you know it. Just keep your eyes on the prize all day. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Peace. Peace, famo. Peace to everybody that rock with me tonight. Much love to y'all. Hit the thumbs up on the way up. Much love. To the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Instagram, Main Man, Made Man. And until the next one, I see y'all Wednesday. We out.